So Kathleen Kennedy recently did an interview and put to sleep with the rumors that she is being replaced, she's being fired, she's being this or that. And initially I recorded this, I went through the article, but it was 30 minutes. So instead of going through the article completely, I'm just gonna go over some of the points that she brings up in this article. So like for one thing, let me find it here. It was uh in this article they go on to talk about her success, 120 Oscar nominations and 70 films, 25 wins, uh and all this stuff. A lot of this stuff was under Steven Spielberg and that um but like they go on to talk about the Mandalorian, which the Mandalorian is the one thing that um, John Favreau and Dave Filoni kept her out of, rightfully so, because that is the only, well, what's going on here? That is the only bit of Star Wars that is finding any success, that has any direction. Um, let's say, which one is this here? Um, This is the one where she talks about the reports of her being out and her being replaced. The truth is, and I want to just say it loud and clear, I'm not retiring. Retiring, I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I'm not retiring. What's happening at Lucas Films is I have been talking for quite some time with both Bob and Alan about what eventually succession might look like. We have an amazing bunch of people here, and we have every intention of making an announcement month or a year down the road. We're in lockstep as to what that's going to be, and I am continuing. I'm producing the Mandalorian movie right now, and I'm also producing Sean Levy's movie, which is after, which is after that. So I'm continuing to stay at Lucasfilms and working very thoughtfully with Bob and Alan as to who step in, so that it's all underway, and we have every right to make an announcement when we make it. So the thing is that this should have happened years ago. This should have happened, I would say, right after The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was, I would argue, the downfall of this franchise, of this fan base, because of one, the complete disrespect to legacy characters, and uh the George Lucas Killers of episode 7, 8, and 9, which, if you haven't seen those, go look them up. They are incredible. The direction that George wanted to take things in the three movies were way better than what we got. Like what's the most notable thing out of those movies? Superman, Princess Leia flying in from space. They let her in. Nobody gets sucked out of space. There's like just an imaginary force field right there. Um, Luke Skywalker, the most hopeful character in Star Wars, the one who I'm burping on one. The one who's supposed to, bring hope and optimism and save the day. We're gonna make him into a depressed old man that jerks off space camels, and he'll come in for like 15 minutes and then have a very, very anticlimactic death. Um, yeah, 30-year build up for that one. Or no, it was 40s, around there. Um, I talked about the way Han Solo, I know that Harrison Ford wanted out of it. Um, That one I have the least amount of problems with it. Looking back, it was probably one of the better ones they did. They killed Admiral Akbar off screen. But yeah, uh, the point is, it was that like they should have got rid of her then. And when we moved into the streaming age, where all of these movies and TV shows are coming out on streaming platforms, you got Yellowstone with Paramount Plus. That was massive. Everything Taylor Sheridan is doing inside Tulsa King. He's got Man of Kingstown. He has multiple spin-offs of Yellowstone. You look at Crave, they came out with that new Dexter Original Sin. I'm getting into watching right now. Like Disney had such a grip on not only media but culture. Like Star Wars, the Star Wars culture is massive. Like then, like as men, we dedicate most of our lives to shit and to childish shit, and that's how we live our lives. So like we have people that are decades invested into Star Wars and the the old stuff, the new stuff, the canon. Like to take one of the biggest fan bases you had and shit on all your legacy characters, put out pointless shit like the Acolyte, like the Kenobi letdown. Um, you can throw in me probably get 80% of what they made. That's not Mandalorian. Clone Wars ending was really good. I have to say that the ending to Clone Wars, I did love that one. Again, Dave Filoni did that though. But it's been years of this company bleeding, of them attacking fans and making horrible TV shows. I'm just seeing now, where's another one? She talks about the rumors before, because it's been rumored for a while that Kathleen Kennedy was going to be moved out since episode 8. Here she says, I truly don't know, and any discussion previously about me retiring or quitting or any of those things, that's complete rumor mill because though all these reports, I've just continued doing my job and continuing my contract. Nothing unusual. It all has just been manufactured. Yeah, but like right there, you're kind of just saying, yeah, all these reports of how shit of a job I'm doing. Yeah, I'm. It's all rumor. I'm gonna keep my job. I'm gonna keep producing these shitty movies and shitty TV shows with no plot, with no direction whatsoever, and you can't do anything about it. Um, the connotation is you're being pushed aside in need of being replaced, though that's not what I've heard. She says it's absolutely not the case. It could not be further from the truth, and everything that we do inside Lucasfilm is in lockstep and in communication with Disney. We all know what's going on. The communication isn't completely collaborative, as you would expect. This is a big piece of business for them, and they want to empower me to help them make that decision and that choice. I'm doing that. So I'm gonna only read a couple of those because the main thing is that she refuses to leave there. She's staying there, and Star Wars is at a point now where I haven't heard a single person I know in real life watch anything that has came from Star Wars, not named Mandalorian in the past. I would say three, on Disney Plus, 2 or 3 years. Then adding on the movies, like it's been what, nearly the last 8 here. It's they completely they took over a medium that they wanted to change into what they viewed it instead of capitalizing on a pre-built image that is guaranteed to print money. All they needed to do is make a movie of Luke Skywalker doing cool shit. Alright, mark it off the book. Alright, we need to bring back Chewie and Han. Uh, you know what? Let's do Ben Solo. Let's add him in the movies. Cool. You have it right there. Um, Harrison Ford. We can get him out of the movies quickly that way, make him happy. And then, you know, we get this movie done. And it's like, all right, I know that you had nothing to do with this movie. You're making the next movie. Run with it. Do whatever you want to do. Um, okay. Why didn't you watch the last movie? We don't care. We don't care. Run with it. Can I make it insanely political? Of course. We ask that of you. And then you get this 3 hour massacre of the Last Jedi. Um, yeah, like, you know, you can look at you can look at this a few ways. I'm a grown man bitching about space movies. Yes, I am. You can look at it from simply a movie point of view. When you look at those movies, um, they are great on their own. If they were not Star Wars movies, if they were not living up to decades of lore and story, they probably would have gone down as decent movies, but it was a plot. It was fighting the audience. It was, you know, running with like the whole Canto Bite planet where they just took that whole, I'd say that was a good hour of that movie on this gambling planet, showing how bad gambling and capitalism is, and um, really just a waste of time there. Rose, Rose has got to be one of the dumbest characters in any fucking movie, TV show. Like, there's characters that people bring into TV shows. Like, Eugene from The Walking Dead. You know, they're fucking annoying. That's their job. They're supposed to get that reaction. But then when they are brought into the main plot, when they are brought into a moment in the story where they actually need to progress it, they progress it. They don't crash into somebody at like Mach fucking 10 in a speeder bike as they're going right in front of a bunch of fucking big ass AT-ATs, uh, ships, cannons, or no, we're gonna crash in. I'm gonna save you. I'm saving you, 'cause that's what matters. As we're sitting right under a bunch of fucking AT-ATs. God, I hate those movies. They were so fucking bad. They were so fucking awful. And they're keeping her there. They're keeping her there. And, Dave Filoni too. I heard that he greenlit Acolyte. And I couldn't even get past 2 episodes of that. Literally been a Star Wars fan since I was like, I don't know, 3, 4. I like I couldn't tell you a point in my life where I wasn't interested in Star Wars. And then Kathleen Kennedy happened, and then It was really after The Last Jedi. It's when I gave up. Then Mandalorian comes up. Good. Final season of Clone Wars. Good. Rebels. Good. And then you get shows like this, man. Get Kathleen Kennedy out. Like, I got my MMA, man, but I'm the reason I've become a full-blown MMA fan, and this is the God's honest truth, is that they did Star Wars so bad. Marvel has no fucking identity right now. It's looking like it's leading in to, Secret Wars, or some of my favorite comics. Some of my favorite stories come from that. They're bringing back Wolverine. Wolverine's my favorite character. Wonder who you're gonna replace him. Like with Star Wars, there's nothing there. Nothing interesting. Like, unless they were like, all right, we're doing like a Vader film. Uh, we're gonna completely wipe your mind of Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. We're gonna do a movie in the middle of episode 3 and 4 where they have a proper battle, where we fully flesh out, you know, Qui-Gon Jinn, bringing him in. He hasn't been in here since Phantom Menace, and all you do is the last 3 minutes of the fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi season finale. Fuck, that series was so fucking bad, dude. Oh my god. One of the wisest Jedi's of all time is outsmarted by fucking 8-year-old Princess Leia. He abandons Luke. But okay, I don't even know how many of you are Star Wars fans. But this is something I'm just gonna talk about because like I've been wanting Kathleen Kennedy to get the fuck out of Star Wars for years now. You know, I guess I'll watch Mandalorian. I really don't think I can get through Acolyte. And beyond that, Kathleen Kennedy is just gonna run this IP, run the entire um fan base into the ground. What? Let me know what you think. I know it's on MMA, but I'm a nerd. I like my Star Wars. Get fucking Kathleen Kennedy away from these fucking movies, away from the TV shows. Give it to Filoni. Give him a few years. If it's still as shit as it is now, which is impossible, I don't know. Move into somebody else. Jon Favreau. Look at what he did with Marvel. Look at what he's doing with Star Wars. What? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Later.